folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. We'll hand it off. No way to run up the middle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Handoff to the back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
They test the middle, but get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. What a catch and run by the junior.
And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found a one-on-one matchup, and in the first play of the game, they take advantage of it.
First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
On the run here, lets it go. Looks to the left, pass caught. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the ball is hauled in. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that previous play. It's a draw to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective even in passing situations if you mix it in correctly.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Looking for a receiver. Running back has it on the screen now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's third and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Dump off, caught by the running back. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Give it to the back again. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down here for this offense. On the run, it's strong. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That game makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. It's fourth down and long from the 42. A chance for the defense to make a stop and take over in plus territory. He'll hand it off. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He escapes the pocket. Contact as he threw it. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kirk. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, LSU. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Off by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Second down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. 1st down and 10.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the completion made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? On the run, it's Willis. The freshman brings him down quickly. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
That's how you close a half off for this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launches it deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Catch is made. Room to run here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the 2nd half going now. The kickoff team is out there. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The passing game effective in the 1st half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a 1st down.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the left side. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38. The Longhorns will crank up the tempo.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looking to throw yet again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Direct snap to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That gain moves the ball to the 17, first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Takes off in a bootleg. And they've got him on the blitz.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his target.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. That's made on the left side. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Longhorns churn out another first down. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Fights through the tackler. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass ball is incomplete. They tried to squeeze in a deep shot with time running down in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Carney. That's good for a first down near the 40.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Here's a regular season game group that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Just as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason. I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw it again. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here. Gets the first and still running. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work, are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring them down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. Touchdown, LSU. The defense flat-footed on that jet sweep.
You know, a lot of times you get inside that 5-yard line, you're thinking about being physical and dropping a hammer on a defense. But what a time to try to get wide and trust your playmaker to find a way into the end zone. We always say that windows get tight down here, and so do running lanes. Great call and better execution.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And now they run the draw play. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense going with the hurry up. It's a draw play. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. 1st and 10 now for the offense. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, that ball got out in a hurry on that quick slant, but sitting back in zone defense, good job of recognizing the ball coming out of the quarterback's hand and knocking it away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. A draw to the back. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying for a touchdown here. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. They're going to run it. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W.